Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 29, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drop.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown.
There we go. There we go. That's the touchdown. That's it.
Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
They're not ready for this, man.
Ready.
First carry for Darius Geis. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, this is Geis. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
57's the mic.
Yeah, you don't want none.
Second and 6. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let's go.
Mike 53.
I don't even know why this team's
He'll drop to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Let's go, let's go.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here we go. Red 80. Here we go. Joker, 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 Joker. Red 80.
They'll try the right side with Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 69 yards, and the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Second and 13. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 10 Lobo. Charlie.
I'm here all day.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Ready.
Back to throw here. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play call.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Red 80.
Check 50, check 50.
Red 80. Switch. Red 80.
Bell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Mike, we're going to start.
Mike 5'9".
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Red 80. You can't block me. Kill.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. A screen to Bell. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Come on, QB, come on.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Berrios there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Ready, go.
2nd and 9 now. Open man is Galladay, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Come on, baby.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
52's the mic.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, baby.
Le'Veon Bell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Throwing deep for Galladay. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double tight. Double tight.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throw complete to Herndon.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 8. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go. 30 base, let's go.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Check 37. Check 37.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready, go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Let's go, let's go.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Lions. 54 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Strong right. Too little, cupcake.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And it's caught. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll drop the throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Under crunch. Under crunch.
From the 31, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
3 down.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And taken right at the 35. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Come on.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Grace don't travel.
2nd and 14. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Set, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Know your job.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. His throw incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Delta.
57.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw.
I'm coming after you.
He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
In your face.
To throw is Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Darnold now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Now Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Mike 5'9".
Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold caught by Montgomery. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go, let's go!
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
2nd and 6. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Topper. Showing it. And go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and pick and pass.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
66. Bullet high. Go. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Bell. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Mike 52. Yellow 80.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
On second down now. It's Bell. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Darnold. A screen to Bell. Bell a first down and then some. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. I don't think you got it, son.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Set.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.